I better go into your group so I can see what's up.
Yeah, I'm going to log in as well here, guys. It says we're live on Facebook, but I don't know if we are or not. You
I'm
notice
in your group. I'm looking. Let's see.
we
Oh,
are.
isn't it? We're live.
Hey, we are live with Kevin Steven. we
What's
are.
up? What's up? What's up? I'm
We.
gonna open this up so I can see it, but I gotta mute it. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
sound
going to
here.
log in as well here, guys. It says
There we
we're live
go.
on Facebook. I don't know if we are or not.
Okay. Group.
Yeah, there we are. There we are.
Live. Muted.
We are
Mike, Kathy, people are starting to show up.
word up. They're going to be showing up for this one. They're all ready for our banter back and forth. You all already know Kevin. He's everywhere.
He's crazy.
Everywhere you turn.
That boy is crazy.
He's on the streets. If you notice, look at his background.
He's hustling a lot more than funnels. That's for sure.
So Kevin, all right. There are some people, if they've been living in a box, they don't know who you are or where you came from. So give them a quick overview of
Who's Kevin? Wow. Well, let's see. So what's that movie from The Jerk? I was born a poor black child. But no, I was not. I know you can't tell by looking at me, but I am of the pasty white flavor. But kid raised in Idaho. We moved here when I was 5 from England. Father left the family. Oh wait, this isn't what you wanted to hear.
If you
Daddy left when I was little. And my pops raised me, so I was raised by a black man. That's where this joke comes from, but it's true.
Right.
I was raised by a black man, my pops, my entire life. So I was raised a black kid in Idaho where we had neo-Nazis. It was amazing. Loved it here back in the day. Fast forward, I'm a guy that spent, a lot of years working on the corporate side, sales director for some big companies. I held VP of sales titles for, companies that were doing 350 million a year in sales. So let's see, last year ClickFunnels did 95 million in sales.
Right.
I was carrying quotas that were in the $365 million or more in an annual sales target. With products that range from $97 to like $5,000. So, it was pretty crazy. So I grew up, I cut my teeth in the hardware and software space as a sales director, managing teams. I've had over 75 people on my sales team. So I've managed big teams, with big targets, big goals. I've worked for $1.5 billion companies running sales. So I took all that experience over my life. I've got 20 plus years in the corporate side and experience with business and sales strategies, and launched my first software project about 3 years ago. So created my own software, created a second software, a third. Now we've got a couple more software projects in the works right now with my partner, Rahul. So Rahul, myself, and some other partners, we've got some other things that are launching. And in the process of creating and launching software projects, I got to know who ClickFunnels was. So last year, hi Saru. So last year, around June, a digital marketing agency introduced us to sales funnels. I'm like, what the hell is a sales funnel? And then they're like, well, we use companies like Kajabi, Kartra, ClickFunnels to build sales funnels. And I was like, what? They're like, you've never heard of ClickFunnels? I'm like, no. I drove by their office almost every day. They were only 3 miles from me on a main drive. Little did I know that Russell, Dave, and the crew were all up in this little office, and I'm driving by it every damn day. So last year, about a little over a year ago, I got to know what ClickFunnels was. I started with Kartra. I started building with Kartra. Kartra was confusing.
Was it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that talk about how great it is today. But back when I started with it over a year ago, I was like, holy shit.
Right.
So I messed around with ClickFunnels and realized, okay, this is easier for me. So I used ClickFunnels, started building funnels. About August of last year is when I really stepped into using ClickFunnels. Not as an affiliate either. I didn't even affiliate market it yet. I was just building funnels for local businesses. Hey, you need a funnel? Let me charge you $500. I'll build you a funnel. We'll launch a Facebook ad. Off we go. And so I started doing that. So for August, September, October into November, I was doing that, building funnels for local businesses, as well as I started into the affiliate space, but still not selling ClickFunnels. I started on the affiliate space because a company called ClickBank tried to hire me. ClickBank tried to hire me. I passed on ClickBank, and in the process of passing on ClickBank, I made JVZoo an offer they couldn't refuse, and went over and ran business development for JVZoo. In hindsight, in hindsight, that was a bad move because they're they're turds. They're turds over there. I will tell you right now that there are a lot of unethical motherfuckers in the affiliate industry. I'm just going to say it right now. Oh my God. And I got a monster exposure to it on the affiliate side, but then also on the company side, companies that support these turds and allow this crap to happen. Go type some of these affiliate marketing companies in Facebook, it gets blocked immediately. You can't put up a JVZoo link or a ClickBank link. And so, you know, like I said, in like October of last year, I got started with JVZoo, running business development for these guys, started doing some really cool things. Really big thing happened. And at the point of it happening, bringing together this big relationship with JVZoo and ClickFunnels, it was going to be a big announcement. I walked away. I got a hold of the CEO and said, I'm out, I'm done. I left. Left there, was talking with ClickBank, and in the process of all that happening, a little known influencer, social media influencer named Jay Shetty reached out, and they brought me on to run Jay's stuff. I know there's some things going on right now. I can in fact tell you he is still a very good man. He still wants to
he's gonna get some shit about it.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Oh my God. I went back and looked at some of Tony Robbins stuff and some of these Grant Cardone's things. They've taken other people's comments and used them as their own, but they may have changed a word or two. So it doesn't look exactly like they plagiarized. Listen up. I don't know who the Maybelline comedian is who packs on all the fucking paint on your face and went live. Yeah. Listen up. Everybody does it. So this woman who's a C-level influencer wants to be a B-level. Well, how do you become a B-level influencer when you're a C? You attack an A and you get exposure. And all of a sudden your street cred rises. And anyway, so to make a long story short, I run affiliate sales for Jay Shetty. He's an amazing man. He truly is. Beautiful spirit. He's going to fix this. Whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. He still has approaching 40 million followers.
Listen, you don't become an A-lister without getting some haters anyway. So I'm pretty sure he's okay.
So he got, I don't even know her name. Nicole? Is it Nicole Arbor? Nicole Arbor? She got Nicole to give him a little bit of hate. Great. I have haters. Oh my God. I know. So hard to believe, right? So hard to believe. Kevin, Steven, by the way, my last name's Quinn. Kevin Steven's my middle name. Kevin, Steven, Quinn has haters. And here's what I say to all of you. I don't give a shit. I really don't care. I don't care if you hate me. I really don't. What you throw at me, that energy you throw at me doesn't affect me. You know who that energy that you throw at me affects? It affects you.
Yep.
It affects the person throwing it out there. That crap you put out comes back to you. And so at any rate, to answer your question, who is Kevin Steven? He's nuts. But this guy, I mean, I've got a ton of sales experience. And I bring that, I mean, I bring sales management. I've been through some really big programs, IBM's sales program. I've been through the Top Gun sales program. It's put on by Navy pilots. I think it cost our company $50,000 to send me through this thing.
Holy cow.
It's not cheap. I've been through some amazing programs. And fast forward to today, I've got a lot of experience. I think lends itself to what I'm doing in this industry. The reason why is I love to connect with people. There isn't anybody who's told me no. They may have told me no, not now, because that's what they mean.
Right.
But eventually down the road, shit's going to happen. I mean, and so at any rate, I love what I'm doing right now in this digital space. What was a side hustle for me has started to inch its way up into something that's a bit more involved. I mean, let's see, I learned of ClickFunnels last June, started using ClickFunnels in August, started to affiliate market ClickFunnels in January. So really money that I've made selling ClickFunnels, using ClickFunnels in a different way in the last year, super crazy. I've made six figures. I've made over 125,000 in the last year with ClickFunnels related products, whether it's their stuff I'm selling or stuff through ClickFunnels. So if a dummy like me can make money in this industry, just imagine what these smart younger millennials, what's the new ones coming in that aren't millennials? What are they called?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
Young kids.
These kids are freaking smart. They can figure this crap out so easy. For me, I'm like, what am I going to do? What analytics? What? Anyway, to make a long story short, I love what I'm doing right now in this space. I see big things happening in the next 12 to 24 months. There's a lot of cool things happening, but I guess I'm a digital marketer, not as good as some.
Well, you know, we got to start somewhere, right? That's what I always tell everybody.
Absolutely. You know, and that's the thing too, is I see I see so many people coming into these communities, and I'm like, they have a lot of questions, a lot of needs. The big thing for me that I've learned over the last year and watching them is they need people who truly understand that these people need help. Quit being douche canoes. Answer
Right.
their questions. Help them out. Find a way. I mean, just
stop slamming them and making them.
Right. Oh my gosh. Where were you, Mr. Expert, a year ago?
Yeah.
Where were you? I know where you were, Kevin. Sorry.
Yeah, so let me ask you something. Can
Yeah.
you see the people that, because you're, I know some people know and some don't. You're like the top contributor, one of them in ClickFunnels group. Can you pick out? Can you see the ones that are just starting or a little bit newer or whatever, and you can go, that person's going to go somewhere. That person's going to go somewhere.
Yeah, you know, here's what I've learned. The people whose hearts are in the right places are going to go somewhere. If you are money driven, you're going to make money at some point, but you're going to crash and burn. Something's going to happen. The energy, I truly believe in energy. The energy you put out is the energy you're going to get back. So if you are a douche canoe in the way you raise your funds, your revenue, it's going to come back to you. It's totally going to come back to you. So, I mean, I haven't really, I mean, oh, dang, you can see it. There are people.
Besides me.
Yeah, Kevin. I mean, you're flat out amazing, Kathy Wells. I mean, but besides you, yeah, I mean, there are people that are up and comers that are doing it the right way. I mean, go look at, I mean, sure, some people initially, until you get to know some industries, you may not do it right up front, but you figure it out. And if your heart's right, you can do some amazing things with it. I mean, there's a lot of people right now out there that I'm watching that I help all the time that are going to be doing amazing things. And then, you know, if you flip the coin, there are people out there who did amazing things up front that burned out. They're no longer here. That, I mean, you know, I would love to be able to see the stats on who got 2 Comma Club awards and where are they today? Where's that one? Where are they today? I'd like to see that one.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that one.
Maybe that's something we need to do. We need to
figure it out. We can go through the 2 Comma Club awards and we can go find these people and see who's still doing it.
I agree, because sticking with it, it's, you know, it's really crazy. Because like you said, there's some that, you know, almost fell into the 2 Comma Club award. And then now you see that they're not able to.
Some dude tripped over his manhood and fell into a 2 Comma Club award. And then a month later, you're like, who? Crickets? This guy, they're gone. There are people, here's the crazy thing. Oh my gosh, this industry, I'm getting to know so much about it. There are so many people who have 2 Comma Club awards that did not do shit to get it. And the revenue does not speak to, I'm sorry, the profit does not speak to the revenue.
Right.
It truly doesn't. You know, when there's 4 people who build a funnel and they launch it, blah, 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 and it comes back at the end. We did $1 million in revenue, but you know, our net profit on this was 12%, you know, paid all the bills, shipped everything, 12%. And then we split it 4 ways. Each of us made 4% on $1 million. Okay. That's amazing. Now what? Now what are you going to do?
Right.
So it happens all the time. Now I'm not dogging on ClickFunnels because it happens with anybody who's using a funnel. Guys who are building in, you know, WordPress, Kartra, whatever it might be, Kajabi. It happens everywhere. So there's got to be a way to play the long game. I believe in playing the long game.
Exactly.
My long game is to be good and honest along the way, be ethical. Okay. Sometimes I may come off as an asshole.
What?
I know, hardly. But I'm trying to soften that up some. I truly am. You know, a little more, what is it? Inhale, whatever, exhale, whatever.
USA.
Yeah. Me and my Kundalini, Google that. Me and my Kundalini are getting some help. That is it's your inner, something that your inner energy that runs up your spine. But the beauty of it is, I learned this from a female, is that it's also your sexual prowess. So I'm doing whatever I can to fix my Kundalini, which will make me a happier dude when I go Facebook Live. And I'm trying not to call out anybody. And there's one person that I, since February, have been beaten down and butting heads with and calling him out. And I have since let that subside. I haven't even mentioned him in the last couple of months. I did reach out to him a couple of weeks ago through channels. We both blocked each other. I don't know who blocked each other first, whatever it might be. I did unblock him. We're now friends again. We're talking. I'm gonna figure out a way to make that work, because I don't want that negative energy out there, and I don't want, every time I see somebody, I don't want to be like, I don't want to be that guy. So trying to heal, trying to make amends. Oh my God, I'm done. What's Saru laughing about?
I think you just got the sexual energy thing.
Google that, Saru.
You never know what we're going to say.
Yeah, I will tell you right now, your Kundalini affects your business.
Your
business.
Your
business. So at any rate.
I was so excited that you were my last call of the day, because I was able to crack open a beer and have a drink with you.
Yeah. Are you drinking that shit beer?
Mich Ultra. Yes. You all hate my beer.
That's all right. I'm drinking Viking's Honor, some scotch.
Ooh. Yeah. See, no, I can't do that.
I'll get you a glass. When you're here Saturday, I'll get you a glass. I'll put a couple ice cubes in there. Let it rest for a little bit. It'll soften some for you, and you can have it.
Sip it around the fire, maybe.
But for you, I have Coors Light and Bud Light in the fridge in the garage.
Perfect. I'll
take some seltzer things.
Oh yeah, like the Trulies, or
I don't know what it is. Bon Vive. They taste like ass. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, they're not going to love them.
Yeah. So at any rate, I've got those. So much value. In that case, I should be fine. Oh, yeah. Talking about our Kundalini.
Oh, Saru, you're in.
Saru is taken care of.
So let's talk about the book that you came out of freaking nowhere, right?
Well, you know what's funny, and that's if you fast forward to today, I haven't done a Facebook Live from the air fryer in probably 6 weeks. Because I moved. I was in the process of moving. So actually maybe 8 weeks. I was packing up. My air fryer's packed up. Everything's packed up. I moved. And since I've landed here, I've not fired up the air fryer. I mean, I use it a lot. I've not fired it up on Facebook. But like you just said, the book. So I was doing these Facebook Lives. Fryer Fridays is what I call them. Russell has Funnel Fridays. I had Fryer Fridays. Make a meal, go Facebook Live. The beauty of it is, and that's what my chapter speaks to, is how you can use different things, fun things, serious things, but things to build engagement on social media. For me, it's Facebook. Right. I mean, I know how to work that algorithm, the Facebook algorithm. And there's a lot of different nuances to it, a lot of different things. I'll explain that in the book, in my chapter, how to use that ripple effect. You get good people who have good followings to engage with you. You get their audience too. So there's a lot of different things that was going on. So with Air Fryer Secrets, I was going Facebook Live, but I was getting people who were commenting like, "Hey, what are you making for Fryer Fridays this Friday?" And I'm like, "Shit, I don't know. Let me figure that out." But
I'm eating tonight.
yeah, I got to figure stuff out. And so I woke up one morning to a post from Lyndon Scott, crazy man from Australia.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, I got to apologize in advance. I put something very confrontational up in the ClickFunnels group about you, and it blew up quickly. And I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's very confrontational. Like, I don't know if I should take it down. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, oh my God, what did you say about me? So I log in, and there's that image that he made, Air Fryer Secrets, and my face superimposed over a chef with an air fryer, and forward by Russell Brunson. By the way, that got me in trouble. I did have a nice conversation with Dave Woodward. He called me on my cell phone. I'm like, hey, Dave Woodward. Dave, what's up? Kevin, 3 things to talk about. I mean, he was very straight to the point.
Oh, snap.
3 things to talk about. And I will tell you that number 2 was Air Fryer Secrets. That one got me in trouble. I'm like, oh my Lord. So I got slapped, but I felt really bad. And then the next day, I'm hanging out with Steve Larson. And Steve's like, dude, did Dave call you? I'm like, yeah. He goes, he called me too. He goes, I got in trouble. I got slapped because something I did looked like Russell Brunson's brand. I'm like, what? You? I'm like, you're Steve Larson. He goes, oh my gosh, yeah, I got in trouble. I'm like, you did? I said, I got in trouble too. He's like, oh my gosh. So we both got in trouble within 24 hours of each other. Maybe it was the same day, for using a Russell Brunson branded product. But anyway, Air Fryer Secrets, the book. I get off on tangents. I'm straight up. The Air Fryer Secrets. So the book, it was an idea that, he put up this crazy post. The book turned into, the idea Air Fryer Secrets turned into a book. So the publisher reached out to me. She's like, Kev, oh my gosh, ride this wave. It's so big. You could turn this into an anthology book and blah, 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 blah. She goes, and people will want, they'll want to do a chapter in the book. I'm like, but no. But I believed her. And so I built this quick post. I put a post up. Who wants to be in a book? Air Fryer Secrets with that image. And here's what we're doing. We're going to do a chapter. You get to pick your niche. And then I built a funnel out. And literally in like a week or less, like 50 people had all got a chapter in the book. And I was just like, holy crap, this is real. So I think at the end of the day, when they're done and it goes to press, we'll have 58 authors in the book. So 58 people, you and me, all have a chapter in the book about a niche that we all picked. Etsy, Facebook engagement. There's all sorts of different things that are going to be involved in this book with all these people. So the cool thing about it is that this book is, and this is what I tell people, they're like, what's your book about? I said, it's tips and techniques in digital marketing and digital products. The beauty of it is, this book is something I wish I would have had a year ago when I wanted to know how the hell to do something in relation to podcasting or YouTube or whatever it might be. I didn't know shit. I dropped in the ClickFunnels group, typed a question, and early on people made fun of me. I was just like, go to hell. Yeah,
everybody makes fun of everybody, damn it.
The newbies, when you got a question, the experts are like, oh my gosh, how dumb are you? And I'm like, I'm really dumb. I mean, I just started. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm dumb. Help me out. And a lot of people didn't want to help you out. Right. Now, I mean, that community has doubled in size in a year.
Yeah.
It's become a lot of folks in there who are dumb like me. You're not dumb, but you're dumb like me. The beauty of it is this book will help people. That'll give them 58 chapters in relation to Shopify and Amazon and all these different subjects that they can learn on, and then click on a link and go out and learn even more on from the co-author. So the beauty of it is it became a Bible, a digital marketing Bible that I wish I would have had. I mean, 30 days, the book 30 days is great. It's 30 people, what they did and how they do it again. It's great, but it doesn't speak to, okay, so here's what I did. Here's how I do it again. It doesn't actually get down to the nuts and bolts of all the things you need to go from A to Z. There's a shit ton you have to do to go from A to Z. You can't just be an e-commerce king or queen. Sorry, I don't mean to, don't hashtag do me. You can't just be an e-commerce queen.
Me too, Trevor.
I'm building a Shopify site right now. That doesn't make you an e-commerce queen. That's the beauty of it is. That's what it is. You still need everything from A to Z. I need to know how to run a Google ad or a Facebook ad, analytics, all the different things. How am I going to find my audience? There's a lot of different things in there. Well, this book gives everybody that. It gives them what they need to find their audience. So I love it. I love it that it became Air Fryer Secrets. Some of the people don't like that it's called Air Fryer Secrets.
I love it.
I love it. You know why? Because I used a freaking air fryer to build engagement on Facebook.
Yeah.
So the crazy thing is, all my Facebook friends, if you hear the word air fryer, they think of me.
Yep.
You hear the word scooter, guess who they think of?
Damn it.
They think of me.
Quinn.
And guess what? Book number 2 is coming, Scooter Secrets.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That one's going to be straight up tarted. But anyway, Air Fryer Secrets, Scooter Secrets, you build engagement. There's a lot of different ways to build engagement. For me, my building engagement was not because I said I'm an expert in something, follow me.
Right.
Mine is because I'm fun and I'm dumb and I don't care and I'm going to talk about whatever. And it built an audience for me. It built a tribe. Some of my good friends are probably like, never want to hang with him again. I'm okay with it.
Hey, my good friends are like, when are you going to let me on your lives with the barbecue Brunet? And I'm like, listen, I want people to like me in the end. So I don't know.
Yeah. You know what's funny is, so Air Fryer Secrets, the book is coming. I'm launching as we speak. I'm launching my podcast YouTube channel, Business and Sales Strategies. And then Jaime, my buddy Jaime, my crazy Marine buddy Jaime de Luz. I guess if I were to walk it off, he's probably 70 feet that way. My crazy buddy Jaime and I are launching a new YouTube podcast called Chats by the Fire.
Yes.
And it's him and I sitting around with a fire pit at night. We're going to do it in the winter. Should be crazy. But yeah, we're going to be sitting around with our fire pit, talking whatever, just like you do. So,
Yeah,
but
all
we're
it
bringing,
is.
yeah, it's a bit more local. We're bringing in like business owners, city councilmen. I'm going to try and get the former governor, Butch Otter. Everybody knows him. I'm trying to get our former governor to come on, you know, I don't know, see what we can do to make it stanky. I'm going to find a Kundalini expert. Actually, I've got one.
Kevin,
I'll bring Brenda on. She can talk about the Kundalini.
I was like, Kevin is in search for somebody in the Boise area for Kundalini.
Yeah. I'm going to need a naughty dating site. Actually, do they even have those? It's Tinder. Tinder's the naughty one.
Tinder, yeah.
Tinder.
That's the hookup site.
All I got to put in there is let's spark our Kundalinis and see what. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Saru will be here tomorrow. We're gonna go Facebook Live tomorrow night. Jaime, Saru, and myself. Chats by the fire. And then Sunday night, after everybody leaves the barbecue and takes off, whoever wants to can still hang out. We'll fire up a fire pit on the back patio and chill. It'll be fun.
Nice. I think we need to do an episode of fire pit chat with me. I think it would be really good.
So we can do it. We can turn it on. We can go crazy.
So y'all are gonna have to watch because you never know what's gonna happen when Kevin and I get together in person. I mean, it could just.
Good Lord.
I always
all that energy in one room.
I told Kevin before we went on that every time I go somewhere, I end up getting grounded by Scott, and it's because I like to have fun, and he's kind of my weight. He kind of pulls me back in, but I always get grounded. And I told him, I said, you might as well be ready because I'm sure one time this week while we're out there, I'm going to get grounded. So
as you should. You only live once. Truly. Think about this. I was having this discussion was it this morning? Yesterday. No, I was with Alex Elliott. We were talking before we went live yesterday. You only live once. And here's the crazy thing. I tell people all the time, you're not promised tomorrow. Well, shit, I'm not promised an hour from now.
Right.
So in the grand scheme of things, I mean, how are you living your life? Are you living your life because you're planning on a year from now? Stop. I mean, let's see, my mom's dead. My pops is dead. My sister's dead. A couple other people in my family have attempted suicide. I've lived with it my entire life. I'm not promised the next hour. You aren't promised. None of us are promised the next hour. Live life like you're not promised the next hour. Live it all on the edge. Soak it up. Piss off some of your friends. Who gives a shit? Because if they were your real friends, they would not care. Just, hey, there goes Crazy Kev again. But on the other side of it, live your life for you. Don't live your life for other people. Don't worry about judgment. Don't worry about what that person thinks of me. Just don't. Jay Shetty. Oh my God. Live your life for you. Should be drunk.
Exactly. And I think you said it right. Whenever you are doing anything work related or personal, you're going to have to be, you got to be you. You got to live it up all the time. Right. I mean, you don't have to be crazy nuts like we are. I know when to turn it off and when to, I can turn it on. And as long as you have that balance, it's okay. So, we were talking, about being authentic with Devon Brown earlier today and being your authentic self. And that's one thing that I've noticed with you all the way. That's the one thing that I do. I don't care if you don't like that I drink beer and I cuss sometimes, then maybe you're not my people.
Right.
So you live on.
Okay. So that's a little prostituting. But I'm totally okay with that because I am too. Yeah. I'm an American gigolo. Just a gigolo. Everywhere I go.
So what else do you have going on? You have a Chrome extension that you...
Well, just launched our first Chrome extension, first of 11. I have 10 more coming. So the book drops in November. The Chrome extension should be approved by Google like any day. I realized it was in my TNC. My TNC was from another company that I created. So in there, when they went to look at my Messenger Pro, they're like, what company is this? So they shot it down, but it took them 6 weeks to shoot it down.
Oh, wow.
Like, what the hell, Google? But we're coming back. So that first one will drop here pretty quick. We've got it all cleaned up. Should be fun. So the book, software, Have 10 more Chrome extensions that are coming. The second one will be kicking off here pretty quick. The coding, the building up. And here's a funny thing that I was talking about earlier. The affiliate marketing space and the unethical practices that are going on, they aren't just with affiliates. They're also with the marketplaces. And I ain't afraid. Screw them all. You go to the Blick Clank and you go to, you know, Zoology and all these other ones. You go to those damn things, there are some very unethical people at the top running those companies. And so it hit me. It resonated big time with me when I was just like, why can't you be ethical in all that you're doing? I mean, what are you willing to sell your soul for in order to make $1? So it hit me, and I talked with my partner, Rahul. I had him sign up over at one of those little affiliate marketing places. And he's been digging around in it. And he came back with me. He goes, we can absolutely do this. It would be easy. We are launching in 2020 our own affiliate marketplace. So there you have Warrior and ClickBank and JVZoo. You're going to have ours. And ours is going to be a very ethical place. You screw up once, you're out. It's going to be in there. You screw up once, you're gone. You don't get a second chance with us, because the last thing I want to do is bring in a Tony Robbins product, a Grant Cardone product, a Russell Brunson packet, a Jay Shetty, yours, whoever has offers. I want you to understand that the affiliates marketing that are doing everything in their power to be as ethical as they can. And if they're not ethical, they're out. So we'll be launching our own affiliate marketplace. My goal is not to have 500,000 to 800,000 affiliates, which is what the zoo and the bank and all those guys.
Everybody gets lost in that.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, okay. My apologies to anybody here living in a tier 3 country. Tier 3 countries will not get access to our affiliate marketplace. If you live in a tier 3 country, you are not going to be able to become a member of our, I'm sorry, it's not discrimination. It's the way we keep things ethical and clean. So we don't have to deal with being shut down by PayPal and Stripe like those companies are. One of the aforementioned companies who I resigned from was shut down by PayPal. The company was shut down by PayPal.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So I don't want that. So in my grand scheme, in the goal of however we do this, if we have 25,000 affiliates who are all tier 1 countries, they're ethical, we're cleaning it up. If you're a turd in any way, you're gone. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. If you do something turdy, you're gone. So we're launching it. I got to come up with a name for it. I'm trying to think of it. Something elite, something, you know, something in that, you know, in that space, elite marketers, elite, I'll figure it out. But that being said, is we will in 2020 launch our own affiliate marketplace, which will have some amazing, amazing offers and affiliates. So that's part of it. The author stuff, I'm launching my own business and sales strategy course that'll go live. What else? Oh, for e-commerce brands, we have a couple supplement brands that are going live. We brought in a guy in the MMA space, big influencer, Mike Goldberg. Everybody calls him Goldie. Him and Joe Rogan called all the fights for 20 years for the UFC.
Right.
He's a partner with us in one of our supplement companies.
Nice.
So he's involved. He's got us introduced to Bellator, a fight league. He's got us introduced to John Kavanagh, who is Conor McGregor's coach and owns all the SBG gyms. Hey. So we have some cool things coming down the pipe on the e-com side. And, you know, and to be honest with you, moving forward, the book, I'm going to concentrate heavily on the book. And the reason why is I want all the authors in that book to, you know, a year from now to go back and say best decision they ever made in their business. Because the potential, the list on this, the potential, just the ripple effect from just the authors. This is without hitting email lists. Just the authors in their following. I was doing the math. I was looking at a lot of them. I think the average is about 12,000 across the board for 50 people. So that is over 600,000 people in your immediate warm audience.
Wow.
We'll get an offer for a free plus shipping book. So potentially 600,000 people will get an offer to see your chapter on Etsy, Saru's chapter on Kundalini, whatever it might be, my chapter on Facebook marketing, whatever it might be. So the beauty of that is the audiences are huge. And then we bring in a couple of the people that are in the book that have monster lists.
Right.
Monstrous lists. Spencer Meekum has a big list.
He does.
Steve has a big list. No offense to you fellas. Love you guys. Absolutely love you guys. No offense. You have a small list compared to some of the authors in the book.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons I did it was to be tied to these names. Whenever they say, who the hell is Kathy Walls? And they go, oh, well.
But a year from now, you'll be known as Kathy Walls, the Etsy gal in the Air Fryer book who does all these other things too. I guarantee you, you will be a different Kathy Walls a year from now than you are today.
I can guarantee I'll be a different Kathy Walls next month. It's just.
That a girl.
What I'm saying.
Promised next year.
Yeah, you're not. And I'm not promised next month either. But, that's the way I roll, because everybody was like, who the hell is this girl? I've done e-com. I've made a lot of money, but I hid behind my products. I didn't have to be out in the front, and I found ClickFunnels. So I think just because you're new to an area doesn't mean you're new to your niche. You're new to your thing. And
I mean, you have experience and you can speak to it. You have experience and you can speak to it, which it's crazy. I mean, look at it. Okay. The guy that I was just talking about that I was calling out for a while, he signed up with ClickFunnels in 2016. He was a shift manager at a restaurant all the way up until a few months ago. But in January, okay, here's how it happened. In January, I put a value ladder out for a one funnel away challenge. I put 100 and shit tons, 100 and something people in the OFA challenge in 5 days.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah. Those numbers did not count towards the contest. Thank you, Dave Woodward. They didn't count. Otherwise, I would have been number one. But that offer I put out changed everything. Everybody came out with monster value ladders. Steve Larson brought it up to me. He goes like, dude, he goes, I had to literally go back and rewrite my value ladder after your thing dropped to compete with everybody. I was like, no, I get it. And then I backed off. In February, I stopped promoting my offer. I didn't promote it anywhere. Everybody else did, and they started killing it. Things happen. So the beauty of it is you can go from a shift manager at a restaurant, having struggled in ClickFunnels for 2 or 3 years, and then bam, it hits for you. So Doug Botten took off in February. Absolutely took off. The kids made 6 figures in 8 months.
Yeah.
And became somebody. That's how fast it can happen for people. It can literally happen that fast for you. Anybody watching this, anybody in your group, it can happen that fast for everybody. So, I mean, it's just, it's pretty crazy how this space works. A month from now, all of a sudden, you could be like the next biggest thing ever. It can happen that fast for anybody.
Right. I agree.
I mean, Alex Elliott, a year from now, will be a big brand.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I mean, it can happen for anybody.
I agree. Yeah. And that's why I did the book. I was like, I'm going to attach my name to these big people. And Saru said her mom follows her. Excellent, Saru. I don't even think my mom follows me.
Yeah, so don't worry, Saru. Your mom follows me too. Totally kidding. Your mom doesn't follow me.
Yeah. So you have so many things going on, and I know that sometimes when you go silent, people are like, dude, where are you at?
I've been working on things.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I've been working on a couple things. One, I've been working on my head, because here's the funny thing. This is how crazy it is. With all the experience I have running sales teams and turning, I mean, I still can't do the math. I know I've turned in revenue for companies well over $1 billion in revenue in my sales career. I still feel like I'm an imposter in this space, because it's my own brain saying, what? How are you qualified? And then I see people who are crushing it, and I'm like, time out, wait a minute. How the hell is that person qualified? So I eventually got to get out of my own way, out of my own head, and figure crap out and clean that up, which I will. I'll do that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll stop. Oh, Saru says that's too far now about her mom following me.
Hey, my mom just said, yes, I do. She does follow me. Look at that.
Oh, is that your mom? Hi, Jean.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you what, every time we get together, it's just nonstop. I think we could talk for hours and hours and hours. And
I absolutely think we could too. Saturday night, we'll turn on the camera. We'll go Facebook Live with whoever's here.
Word up. It'll be fine. We'll do that. And then just kind of let it go.
You'll be grounded. Scott will have you grounded, so you may not be able to say much. Saru will be there talking Kundalini.
Yeah, he's going to Google that. Scott, make sure you Google that before you come home.
Kundalini. I learned what Kundalini was from a gal that I dated for a little while. It'll be fun. We'll hang out, do our thing. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm with you. I mean, there are people that I want to spend time with. A lot of my Facebook lives, I cut them short about 20 minutes in. Not because I can't stand the person. It's just not good. I'll shut up. Anyway, but there are people I can talk to. I mean, I've talked with you for an extended amount of time. I talked with Saru for an extended amount of time. I mean, there are people that you could just talk and talk and talk to for however long. We can do that Saturday night. Kick on the camera with a fire pit, sit out there with the owls.
Yeah, exactly. We sure can. So guys, I know that we've touched in what he's doing, and we've touched on what, how his craziness has brought his following. I mean, it really has. Just you being you and not giving a shit is what's brought your following. And honestly, my barbecue Bruinaise bring me people because I'm awesome. Just me, right? So Air Fryer Secrets bought you that, and it's amazing how if you all would just be easier on yourself and just let your freak flag fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that very fast. You would be amazed on what happens.
Be yourself. Be your true, genuine self.
Yeah.
Here's the beauty of it. You will connect with the people you need to connect with, and it will grow. That audience will grow. The ones who aren't cool with it, like I've got friends who are probably just like, and I'm just like, screw you. I really don't care. You are not going to affect my future. Go be you. Go be a douche canoe. I don't give a shit anymore. This is where I'm headed.
Right. So don't be afraid.
If you want to be here with me, cool.
Saru said Kevin's getting grounded, and Scott said not grounded.
I might get grounded.
I
probably deserve to be grounded a lot.
Hey, Scott, it's okay. We already know that we get grounded. It's all right.
Cool with it. Man, I was a hellion growing up. I always got in trouble.
I was actually pretty mellow growing up. And
really? Not me.
I really was. I had, there's 6 of us, and there was a lot of people in the household. So I was just like, I knew not to press my luck.
I burned down that barn. I was a bad man.
Oh shit. Well, Kevin has another live with Rachel Lee and his group here in just a few minutes. So if y'all want to pop over and see Kevin live again, feel free. But otherwise, Saturday night, you can see Kevin and I. We will, and possibly Saru if she's cool enough to be there. Which we'll
have to vet that. If you're not cool, you may not get through the front door.
That's right. You might have to have the secret password to get through, but definitely you'll catch us. I'm sure you'll probably see us quite a bit
over the weekend
doing some crazy stuff. So
we'll be taking photos, a lot of semi-naked stuff.
Yeah, I might have my socks off and everything.
Oh my goodness. I might have all 3 of my socks off too. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Okay.
I'll live in 5 minutes in the community with Rachel.
Yes. So hop over, see what's up, and we will.
Community. See you guys over there.
Bye-bye.
Kathy.